Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The Utah Jazz begin the game with the basketball. Shot stopped by Embiid. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Favors. Mitchell. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play. Get locked in.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Joe Ingles to Rubio. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
That's out. Last touch by Joe Ingles. Simmons to Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. Good. Off a spin.
A little early in the game, but someone's got to be feeling pretty good out there.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from long range, and the Jazz have it. They cleared the rebound. Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Ricky Rubio missed his first. That one goes.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Simmons to Butler. For three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Rubio into the front court. Lead is 2. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
He gets it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Their shot no good by Simmons. Here's Rubio up top. 10-6 our score. It's denied by Embiid.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Jimmy Butler. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Rubio to Joe Ingles. Rubio, straight on look. Mitchell matched up with Jimmy Butler. Has a look, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype, but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
Butler, well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Rudy Gobert, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons to Butler. Simmons. Favors with the rebound. Utah with the possession. And counted at the rim.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Simmons with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Redick, his first effort, off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Shot from the lane won't go. Jimmy Butler, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Straight on 3, at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. Jazz have the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
It's Jazz ball. That's blocked by Johnson.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Butler. No good. To Allen. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Butler into the front court. They're down 3. Here's a chance from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Allen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark. Butler to bring it up. We're a minute into the second quarter. From long range. And Jimmy Butler adds 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Grayson Allen at the line. First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip.
For Philadelphia, number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
Fultz into the front court. Down just a couple. Not that time. He missed it. Grayson Allen. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. To Butler. Jimmy Butler. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Gobert. Easy path to the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Butler into the front court. They trail by 2. And it's turned away by Gobert.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Embiid to Butler. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 2.
To Favors. Cleared out by Embiid. To Anthony. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. The follow won't go either.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Butler. And knocks it down. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Time for some new personnel into the game. Can't connect from in close. Mitchell with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Over to the right side. Has a chance. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Butler to bring it up. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Going to launch beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Ricky Rubio.
And the finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler. 4-3. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Screen coming. From the painted area, won't go down. The pass set it all up.
2 points.
So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers will start the second half with a narrow lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Jazz are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Bench points.
this is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Butler was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Up by 3. fires the three, drains it.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Butler into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Offensive rebound. Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
So we ask that all smoking take place in the designated areas located outside the arena. Thank you for your cooperation.
Rubio to Favors. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Second and 3, got it. Whoops, that won't go. Here's Rubio into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Embiid goes to the right side, lets it fly from long range, and it's good.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Rubio into the front court. His guys down 11. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. For 3. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Mitchell guarded by Jimmy Butler. Jumper's good.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day.
What's going on, buddy? Welcome
That
to
was
the
a
stream.
campaign he built
What's
with
up, buddy?
Adidas, rookie question mark.
The
It
baller
doesn't
in the
matter.
house.
That perceived
What's up,
failure
buddy?
is something that will only make this kid better
Welcome
tomorrow.
to the stream.
Yes,
The
Carmelo
baller in
Anthony.
the house.
Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. If he's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
Anthony around the perimeter. Anthony. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Rubio into the front court. Trailing by 11.
This game is a blowout.
To Gobert. Nice pass to set things up.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their
Little
face.
taking them to
because
school.
Everybody's eating.
Butler, He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Butler missed it. Rubio into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Simmons to Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Taken by the Sixers. Butler. Deep two there, won't go.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
Embiid. Trying to cash in. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time. Here's Rubio up top. The deficit now up to 5. Wide open look, won't go. To Butler. Has a look. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope. First one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Stuffs it down with authority. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. To Redick. Gets it in the left corner. Anthony. Buries the trifecta.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
To Joe Ingles. And the 2. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Embiid lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound comes down to Utah. Mitchell guarded by Jimmy Butler. To Gobert. Passed it off. Gets to the basket and scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Redick. From long range. No good. That's great defense. To Joe Ingles. Gobert. Driving right to the basket. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Cashes in for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler can't get the bounce. Joe Ingles. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Sixers with the rebound. Embiid to Butler. Fires the three. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested three. He buries it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Grayson Allen. The drive. Right to the basket. Runner here. Won't go. To Embiid. And it's turned away by Gobert.
Just incredible timing on that switch.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Shot clock winding down to Joe Ingles. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Sixers control it. Anthony to Butler. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Joel Embiid. With that, he's 5 for 9.
LOL, Ingles blew an open shot.
It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Here comes the screen. Rudy Gobert picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Ah, the hustle keeps the ball in play and draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
GG, this game is over. The Jazz ain't
Misses
coming
the
back.
first.
Yeah, I think we got him. I think we got him, buddy. I think we got him. I think we got him pretty much. They were playing good earlier, but
And he's able to
I
hit the
think we get
second
the best
after
of them now.
missing that first one.
hopefully we can pull out with the W. Keep our season hopes
Simmons
alive. We're looking
to
real
Anthony.
good. We ain't looking bad.
Goes to the left side.
Lost a few.
Butler. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
But not that many.
Joe Ingles to Rubio. Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. 5 to shoot for Utah. Joe Ingles to Rubio. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad just when they needed it.
And here's the foul. Right now, it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jazz will take a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Joe Ingles. Rubio. Off the mark. To Embiid. Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Utah's got it. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept
That's
going
game.
up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Tough make through traffic. Straight on 3. At the buzzer, the Sixers are victorious as they take care of business.
Awesome
at
stream.
home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers took this down to the wire before getting the win. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. The Jazz just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Field goals.
from an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Butler played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.